What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to try a new drink. Found it on TikTok. Don't know if it's good or not. It kind of feels like a Christmas type drink, even though Christmas is over with. It is a cinnamon brown sugar old fashioned. And then we're not going to smoke these yet. We're going to test drive it. If we want to smoke one, then we'll add the little smoker. So first off, a teaspoon of brown sugar. Hence the name brown sugar and cinnamon. Put that in there. Then next you're gonna have a ½ ounce of simple syrup. We actually have, Lance's bougie, has a brown sugar simple syrup. We're only gonna do half of this guy right there. Yummy. 3 shakes of bitters. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna do 2 shakes of just cinnamon. A little bit of that. Now you have to blend. Lance doesn't have a frother, so he needs to step his game up. So we're using old school forks. But what you're trying to do is make basically your syrup. Get that in there. 1 eternity later.
1 eternity later.
All right, now we have our syrup. Add 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon, and then we're gonna put a ice block in there.
Audrey sent me this meme where it called the ice cubes H2O croutons. So it's a soup of the day.
This one's for Lance, so we're actually gonna go 2.5. Why not?
There we go.
Yeah, we're going to cooking class later.
And it washes out the small thing with all this syrup in it. Yeah, so you're good. You're just doing the dishes early.
That's it. So give it a little nice little stir there. You know, get it all mixed in, blended in. Look at that. That's ASMR for you. Add your block. And last but not least, we're gonna add a cinnamon stick. Throw that in there for a little garnish. And that is a brown sugar, cinnamon something bourbon.
Yummy!
All right, so I don't think this is going to show up on our podcast microphones, but I spent $38 on this the other day at Target because I saw, it's only 5 seconds of happiness, but I bought it because I saw this one guy on TikTok doing it. It was funny as shit. So hold on.
Record and remix. When I turn red, say something, and I'll mix it into a song. Here we go.
$38 for that.
Dude, I want to go to the store now and just start doing that. Like the 5 of them.
If we have 2 hands each, so we can get 4 going.
Oh.
It's like, oh!
We have 2 extra people, we can get 8 of them going. The whole aisle just...
All right, Matthew, your turn.
Record and remix. When I turn red, say something, and I'll mix it into a song. Here we go.
Fuck me, daddy! Wait a minute.
Fuck me, daddy.
The motion is what makes it, though. That's the funniest part is doing that. How can you not tell us to do that, you know? Something to do with sexual...
Yeah, I put it in my little bouncy hole, daddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, $38 well spent. I'm like, I was like, if I don't have the most fun with it, I'll just give it to Lily.
Yeah.
I wish you could say
Yeah,
the
this is
recording.
us right now. Yeah.
This is how much fun we're having.
Yeah.
Stinky, dirty little pussy.
Oh.
Sticky, dirty little pussy.
It's like you're making your own soundtrack to a porno.
We like to put sex noises over a bass track. So anyway, let's get on to the podcast.
That's like the fastest we've ever gotten set up. Yeah. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the podcast. Welcome back to the Beyond Buzz podcast. Okay, not that one. Oh, no. Yeah. You actually got so set up so fast, I wasn't even ready. I was sitting there. Like, yeah. Start talking. Oh, shit. We'll put that right there. And I'm not going to forget this time, but this was Matthew's Christmas present to me. It's an entire bucket and keg of Fireball. So whenever we get done with our cinnamon bourbon, we can just go ahead and refill it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like 115 shots.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's 1 round of golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That right there was so much cheaper than all the shots we bought that day with James.
Yeah,
way cheaper by like $350 cheaper.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that day. Oh my God, that day was insane. I'll never forget. It's the most I've ever spent on a golf course. We bought every single Fireball shot out there, and
To the point where we had to get Jack Fire instead.
yeah, and my tab at the end of that was like borderline, it was sniffing $500.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, but it was so worth it. Oh my God, it was so worth it.
Because we now have stories for a lifetime with that.
Oh yeah, I can tell my grandkids stories. You know what I mean? So I do have a few things because I feel so. Last podcast, it was the Jerry podcast, and he had his notes, which he didn't remember half of them. And he made a comment. He's like, "Well, I watched the last podcast, and it seems like you just weren't ready." I was like, "Well, thanks for calling me out. Why do you feel that way?" And he's like, "Well, it's like you're just swinging it. Normally you have notes." So I was like, all right, yeah. Called me out. I was lazy. Didn't do my notes. I just figured out, yeah, he's right. We winged it. Yeah. And wasn't going to get caught with my pants down again. So we have a little stuff here. First thing is, it's going to be motivational. All right. I'm going to turn it into something motivational. But
okay.
I think it's crazy how some people cannot swim. Mm-hmm. Because, think about it, at one point in time, we were all swimmers.
Yeah, we were something that swam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now you're like, I can't swim. I'll sink. Excuse me?
That just means you're not trying.
Yeah. And here's your little motivation thought, people out there. Don't ever let people say that you're nothing or you're not a winner or whatever. You're a loser. No, absolutely not. Okay? Because we've all won a race. A swimming race.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started off winners.
Yeah.
It's up to you to determine if you're a loser.
Exactly. Now, if you don't want to continue to be a winner, it's on you. Yeah. Okay. But we all started off winners. Mm-hmm. Kind of borderline, if you look at it that way, murderers, because, but
we had to beat out the competition.
Somebody had to win. And we won the competition, swimming, boom, in the game of life. You know what I mean? Like, not only that, you can now say that you saved somebody. You saved yourself. So you're a hero. Okay? So that's a little motivation for you. Don't let people say that you're stupid or losers or whatever, because you're a winner. Everyone's a winner. Yeah. And don't say you can't swim. Just say I can't swim anymore. Ever since that glorious day, I haven't really practiced in my skills.
Everyone was the Michael Phelps of the load that they were shot
exactly.
out of.
I'm one and done. I won my championship. What else you want from me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm done. I do want to get to Cat Williams, the whole little debacle thing there that's going on with, oh, God. And then right below that, I got conspiracy theories because,
Oh, dude, I'm the biggest fan.
The Illuminati stuff that he went into and how every single one of those other comedians, like, to get into the acting world, have had to take roles on, like, where they wear dresses and be women. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But, oh, man. You want some DMV BS?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, if you go to the DMV on W Street, you must either have a DUI or you have nothing to do for the next 48 hours.
Yeah. Well, I used the one up there in Molino, which used to be...
I'm going to start using that one. That one in Barrancas, because Barrancas got their shit together.
Okay, so Molino is way out of the way. And it was our little secret. No one knew about it. Just now... Everyone that doesn't want to go to the other ones,
W Street,
they go up to Molino now. So here it goes. Eastern Shore, where I bought the truck from, sat on my title and registration for my truck. I guess the lady was like, F it, I have 21 days to get this done because I bought it at the beginning of December.
Oh, she waited till this year?
My paper tag actually expired on December 21st. So I call on December 20th. I'm like, hey, this thing's going to expire tomorrow. Like, what's going on? I actually have your paperwork right here on my desk on top. I just haven't, it's actually the next one in line to get done today to send over. I'm like, okay, so now what do? We'll FedEx you overnight a paper tag so you can continue to drive your truck. So that's all right. That's fine. Whatever. So they send that over. They finally send all the paperwork over to the Molino DMV. Mm-hmm. So now I'm coming up on round 2 of this paper tag about to expire. So I'm like trying to get in there to get this registration taken over, swap over. So I go on the app, I go on the website or whatever. First off, I called. All right. They open at 8:30. I'm on the phone. Nobody answers. And so I leave my name and number. They're going to call me back in the order that they received my call. It's been 2 weeks and I haven't got that call.
There's 2 weeks of callers.
Yeah, exactly. So
in the queue.
the next day I called and boom, guy picks up. Name was John. John's amazing. Told him what was going on. He's like, oh yeah, all you have to do is go on the website. Oh, I did go on the website that day when I told you about, the day before. And it's like, all right, try to schedule an appointment to get that taken care of. We're not taking appointments. It doesn't even give you a date. Okay. So I called the next day, talked to John. He's like, yeah, you got to go on the website and click to schedule an appointment. I'm like, wrong answer, John. I tried that yesterday. That's why I'm on the phone with you right now. I said, it says that you're not even taking appointments. Yeah, it says right here, actually, I'm looking at the computer, 3 weeks. I'm like, I can't wait that long. He goes, well, you can click join the line. I'm like, okay. He goes, actually, I'll take your phone number and your name and all that good stuff. We'll text you, and it'll tell you where you're at in line and how many minutes. All right, cool, whatever. Boom. Put me in line. So I leave work. And it says I'm 20 minutes out. I'm almost next in line. I got like 3 people ahead of me. I walk in the doors and it tells me on the text message, go in, check in. You got like 3 people left. Okay. You walk in, there's a fucking sign with red letters that says, check in at kiosk upon arrival before, trying to go up to the counter or whatever. Just got to check in at the kiosk. Yeah. Right to the left, there's 2 big screen kiosks. So I'm like, all right. There's like 20 people in the fucking line. I start entering my information, and Seabag, old grandma on line 3, she's like this, sir, what are you doing? I was like,
I knew it.
I'm checking in. She rolled her fucking eyes. She goes, for what, sir? And I had my piece of paper telling me that, all my information was at the DMV. Bring that, proof of insurance, and my ID. So before I could even answer, for what? I go, like that. And she's like, if it's for a driver's license, we're not taking any more appointments for that. We have closed that line an hour ago. So if you're not in line already off on the app or whatever, we're not taking any more.
Good news, it's not a driver's license, bitch.
Yeah, well, she goes, so I recommend you turn around, grab a card. It tells you the instructions on there on how to join the line for tomorrow, and then we'll be able to help you.
Good news.
Yeah. So
it's not the goddamn driver's license.
So I can feel my heartbeat in my ears.
The next words would have been mean.
Yeah. So it
would have started with, excuse me, bitch.
Yeah. So I look at her, and I just take a deep breath. I go, and I pointed at her. And I said, ma'am, I called here this morning and spoke with a man named John. He told me that he put me on a list and that I was guaranteed to get this issue handled today because I have no more time. Well, what is your issue? I tried to tell you that before you cut me off. It's not a driver's license. I said, I have to get my registration swapped over. Here's the paperwork right here. Well, what's your phone number? I was like, okay. I told her. She goes, you're not on the list. I was like, oh, yes, ma'am, I am. Well, have you been receiving text messages? Yes, that's why I'm in front of you right now. It says right here, I'm third in line, 20 minutes. Okay? Yeah. What's your name? So she puts the name in. Oh, well, you're in here on your name. It just wasn't pulling up your phone number. I was like, I don't give a shit. And my thing is, they got these little plexiglass little things, little walls, but
so that the COVID doesn't penetrate.
Exactly. But I'm just like, look, lady, don't think that is going to protect you from me reaching around and just fucking hitting you. You know what I mean? Like, good God, lady.
Cunt behavior.
Yeah. It's like
every motherfucker that works at the DMV has a death wish.
Yeah.
I'm determined, because they sit there and they will go as slow as fucking possible.
Yeah.
And then they have the audacity to treat you like a piece of shit.
Act like it's your fault that they work at the DMV. I didn't choose your profession. You know what I mean? You should have been a professional swimmer.
Yeah, just because 98% of the population that walks through the DMV's doors doesn't know what the they're there for and will up everything 100 times before they get it right, doesn't mean that that's what we're in there to do.
But you know what the biggest thing is that they were calling people up. Now it's kind of just eavesdropping.
DUIs?
Well, no, not DUIs.
I say it's usually license suspension.
It was people paying their property taxes.
Oh,
End of the year thing. So I was just like, okay, I get that. But don't sit there and, not even let me finish. Like, what are you here for? Like, what are you doing? When she goes, what are you doing? I was just like, checking in, like, I didn't think nothing of it.
I can read the fucking sign. It tells me to check in.
Your text messages, your signs, everything says check in upon arrival. And she just rolls her eyes and like, for what? Oh. And then not even let me finish. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it. God. Man, I walked out of there so pissed.
Yeah.
I didn't even want the truck anymore.
Nobody has a good day at the DMV.
Nah.
0 people have a good day. No one, you can't tell. If a single person says, I had a good day at the DMV's office, you're a fucking liar. Were you the first person in the door and the first person that got sat?
Yeah.
Where everyone was fresh off their caffeine.
You're the only
high?
person that had a damn appointment that day, for the next 3 weeks. He's like, yeah, we were already booked for the next 3 weeks. The day before, he goes, we were slammed. As soon as they opened the door, they were shutting the door, not taking any more appointments by 11 o'clock that morning because they were booked. And they don't close till like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I was like, wow, that is insane. So, yeah, that's my rant about that.
Yeah, every time I've been to the DMV, the things that I have to do, maybe it's because I have my shit together when I go in there and I'm like, this is what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
It never takes me more than 10, 15 minutes at the fucking window.
Yeah.
Most of the time is getting the text messages or waiting there or whatever. There was one time I got the text message and I still waited there for 3.5 hours after it says, oh, come inside, you're next in line.
Nope.
3.5 hours.
Nope.
And I was like, and it was the same shit because we got Audrey's Audi in Mobile and they sent the tag to W Street. Never fucking get well. I have it sent to W Street.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I almost wanted, like, now that I think about it, if I'd ever do this again, being that I work on base, it's just right there at Navy, like right outside the base there. Just go to that one, I guess. But God, dog, people at DMV, you suck.
Yeah.
You need to take a lesson from Chick-fil-A. Those people are always happy, and they're fast as fuck.
Yeah.
You should have you know what? You used to have a drive-through combo. Pull up, like, give me a number 9, which is a damn, registration renewal.
Yeah.
Pull up there. It's already, we got to number 9. Da-da-da-da. Boom, 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 boom. Here it is.
Yeah, because if they already have the paperwork, it takes 0 time for them to walk out to your truck, check the VIN number, and walk right the fuck back in. I don't see, there's not a single thing at the DMV's office that takes a long time.
No.
Because even if I had to process what I would imagine to be the longest things that would take time would be driver's license, like new ones.
Yeah.
Do your driving test, go in, pass, fail, cool, you pass, check your eyes, take your picture, boom, 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 hit print. While that's actively working, go sit over here.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a printer guy that grabs the card off the printer and says, Mr. So-and-so, here you go. Here's your license. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And I would have that place running at 1,000% efficiency.
Yeah. So my thing is like, why don't you give, so you want the customer, to be like a major part of it. Why don't you just give me the ability, like, enter all this stuff in. I'll jump on your website. You can send me the code or something when I text. Hey, yeah, all right, you're here for this. All right, go on this code, overlook this. Everything looks good. Submit, a PDF, which you can take with your phone. Take a picture of your driver's license, proof of insurance. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Submit, upload that, and then we'll see that. We'll do the rest on our end, and we're done. You don't even have to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be 1,000. Oh, it'd be so much better. And you can even do that at the dealership where you're buying the car. Because they already have copies of your driver's license. They're already going to have copies of your insurance.
Yep.
Send all that in. And then the finance manager could say, yeah, I'm verifying the VIN with you right now. Because why the fuck would we sell you a car with an incorrect VIN number? Because that's just going to fuck up our books.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Yeah. So something similar happened to my mom when she got her Navigator because it was a Lincoln. Obviously, Ford owns Lincoln and Lincoln owns Ford. Same thing. Well, her car, there was a Escambia County Sheriff's officer behind her and ran that tag, her temporary tag, and it came up as registered to an Expedition.
Oh, wow.
And so he pulled over and said,
I have one question, and you have 30 seconds to give me an answer.
They don't play with that, dude.
Why the fuck is your Lincoln Navigator registered with a tag with a Ford Expedition?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know why that is. Like, I'm literally on my way to the DMV's office, and he had the lights on her the whole time, and because she was on airport.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to follow you to the DMV's office. If you so much as take the wrong turn, we're going to shoot your tires out.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
like,
they
that's
don't play with that
fucking
shit.
ridiculous. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just like, she's on her way to the DMV's office, get there, whatever. And anyway, she got it handled, and it was a dealership fuck up. But anyway, so I was like, that's kind of fucking bullshit. But.
Dude, so this guy that used to work for my dad, he's an old country guy. And matter of fact, his name, ironically, is Jerry. Jerry Sorrells was his name. And he had this older F-150. And then he had a car that was broke down. It was like a Bronco or something. Don't run anymore. Mm-hmm. The tag on his truck expired. So he's like, oh, shit, I don't want to get in trouble. You know, the tag on the Bronco that I don't use right now, it's broke down. It's not expired. It's still good. I'm just going to swap it. I'm just going to throw it on here because that tag's good. Dude, he got pulled over, thrown in cuffs, had to call his wife. She had to bring the registration of that Bronco down there to say, hey, it's, you know, what he's telling you is true. Here's the registration. We do own that truck. It's just broke down. He's like, man, I just didn't want to ride around with an expired tag. He goes, it's better to ride around with no tag than the tag for another vehicle.
Yep.
Because then it looks stolen. So
that reminds me of this show. So you know how you put me on the show Ozark?
yeah.
Have you, that shows the tits.
Yeah.
Have you watched the show Reacher? It's like
No,
Jack-
I've seen previews for it, but I have not watched it yet.
Oh, you need
good.
to fucking
Nice.
Yes.
We've been looking for new shows to watch,
Yeah,
too.
dude, Reacher is so good. It's one of the shows that I don't fall asleep during, but Audrey does.
Yeah.
And so I finally get to know the feeling that she gets when I fall asleep during shit, and then I ask her a fuck ton of questions. So I'm like, dude, I fucking love dude, it's the fucking
Did you see that part?
dude, yeah. It's the tits. Oh, the first two episodes kind of slow, almost like Ozark.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Starts picking up.
Yeah, it's fucking glorious. Nice. And Jack Reacher is such a fucking badass, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so sick.
Nice.
Apparently there's a movie, but what's the guy who plays in Top Gun?
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, yeah. Tom Cruise plays Jack Reacher. But Jack Reacher in the TV show, he's a 6'5" Jack dude. He's a big motherfucker.
Did see like a backstory of that guy. You know, he tried out for like American Idol, and he was like 180 pounds.
Really?
And he had to put on like 50 pounds to get this role.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to say he did it all natural. It's like, yeah, all natural. Yeah.
This motherfucker is juiced.
You don't put on that much weight that fast and be that lean. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you can put on some weight, just not that fast. Not look like that. There's no way.
Dude, you need to watch it. Especially the last 3 episodes of Reacher is the tits.
Is it?
Of the first season. We're on the like episode 6 of the second season, and they're still filming it, so
nice.
Anyway, it's the tits. It's the tits. You should watch it.
So next topic. I mean, and we're kind of running. This is going to be a fast podcast, by the way. Probably one of the shorter ones that we have because we have to go do a cooking class. It is a Christmas gift to me from Crystal Balls. So we're kind of crunched on time. So I don't know if we'll be able to get to the Cat Williams. We'll save that for the next podcast. Do your research. Watch the whole thing, and then we'll have a good conversation.
Yeah, because I saw a bunch of things. I was like, interesting, because then Kevin Hart even said, "All right, well, why are you being all fucking pissed about this?" That, and the other,
and
you know?
dude, because when you watch Cat Williams, and the thing is, Cat Williams backs it all up. He has proof of every bit of it. Get you a bourbon, right? Make you another old fashioned. Because him and Shannon Sharp drink cognac, and it makes you want to make a drink. Like, they just keep pouring it, and they keep going back. It's like they took Beyond Buzzed, and Shannon Sharp's famous, so obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're just sitting there having drinks, just talking just like this on the couch. And, dude, you're going to want to drink, throw it up on the TV, and sit there for 2 hours and 26 minutes, and Shannon Sharp still had more questions, he said, that it could have went over 3 hours. He's like, dude, when he walked into the studio, he already started drinking and just started going crazy. He's like, we got to sit down and start getting this on camera. He went for 30 minutes before Shannon Sharp even asked him a question. He was just lighting into people.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it's intense. So we'll save that for the next podcast. But this one, I brought this as a prop. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's Johnson's No More Ouchies. And it says brand new Johnson's, No More Ouchies. And so I used to use this stuff as a kid. And whenever I get done explaining this, you're probably going to be like, okay, now I see why you said that. But so, yeah.
You guys can use it on your feelings if you have something.
Yeah, maybe I ought to
you're
send.
offended
Yeah,
about.
maybe I ought to send this to Caitlin. No more Ouchies. Oh my god, that's amazing.
We'll send a bottle to Kim too, because apparently Kim was pissed that Jared was on our last podcast.
I have the
But
best,
nonetheless,
the best fucking idea. We're both going to take a picture of this, and to people that we offend or get mad at us, we're going to send them the picture.
No more Ouchies.
Yeah, I prescribe you a bottle of No More Ouchies.
Last night at Publix, they had 2024 champagne Happy New Year wine glasses, all glass, like high quality glass for $1 each. And I told Audrey, I said, I'm 3 seconds away from buying every goddamn one of these and mailing them all to Kim.
You know what we should do?
That would have cost me $20.
We should buy like a fucking hysterical amount of the plastic ones, like a pallet, and have it delivered.
Yeah. Off of like a Temu or something, somewhere
Yeah.
cheap as fuck. Yeah.
And they have to bring a forklift and take it out of the truck and put it on her driveway. And Jerry's just standing out there with this bourbon and he's just,
God damn it, Kim. Motherfucker, there's
what
some
the hell is that?
champagne flute.
I'm waiting on the little people to jump out like a birthday cake.
God damn it.
Yeah, that would be
He hopped on
fucking
with a
hilarious.
cupcake.
So this stuff, man, I started remembering why I put it up in my medicine cabinet is because it was at my dad's house and, you know, he gave me all of my mom's stuff and, you know, all of her old stuff and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And it was in the box and I was looking at it. I was like, oh my God, you know, this reminds me of my childhood. Da, da, da. And I was looking at it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just going to throw this in the pantry just to see how long I can keep it.
How long is it expired?
So
1985.
No, but just look at the bottle. Look how nice and fresh that is.
It does look very old.
Give me your timeline. I mean, don't go too crazy, but you know, 'cause
Like
ain't
when
that
it
old.
expired.
Yeah, just say because and this stuff is probably good for a couple of years too. So, but just guess the expiration date, and then I'll give it to you, and then you can see the bottom of it.
Based on the art, Johnson's. It's before they added the second Johnson.
Well, they got it at the bottom. Johnson. Oh. Did I just? Yeah, it's at the bottom. It's Johnson and Johnson right there.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see the date. I just thought I
Okay.
was like Johnson's before they added the second Johnson.
Yeah. Before the other Johnson was born.
Before they invited him to the shareholder meeting.
Yeah, no, it's right there. Johnson and Johnson.
Okay.
Also. Yeah, so.
I was like New Johnson's.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Yeah. I like to spray some Johnson juice on myself.
How long's Johnson's been around? Longer than Johnson and Johnson.
Oh my God.
God, every time the years overlap, they add another Johnson.
Yeah.
I think we're coming up on what 2030. It'll be
Yeah.
Johnson, and
Every
Johnson's.
decade they add another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd say it expired the year 2000.
Okay, I'm gonna slide that to you. I'm just gonna let you take a gander at it, and it's on the bottom.
I'm just reading things. No, dude, that's what I wanted to guess my first time, but you said not to go. This expired. Holy fuck. Next November of 2025, it'll be 30 years old with still some in it. Hold on.
It's like half a bottle
I don't know
full.
if y'all can hear that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's like half a bottle full.
Yeah, there's still some in there.
I bet it would be like spraying acid on yourself.
Dude,
It would have to do something weird.
hold on. I'm going to take a picture of it so I can put it up there. Oh, 95?
Yeah, so now I am dedicated and committed to keeping this as long as I can, just to see how, you know what I mean? I think it'd be funny
Yeah.
when you become like a grandpa and stuff like that. And like, oh, yeah.
I hand this shit down to my kids.
And
I
then-
used this when I was
well,
a kid.
you know, I'm not going to tell, you know, like my kids about it or anything like that. Then like in my will or something.
Will the bottle
Yeah,
of No More
exactly.
Ouchies.
Go look in the back of the medicine cabinet. You know what I mean? And keep that tradition going. And they just look at this and start laughing like,
Dude, it could be 100 years old.
yeah.
Pour some on, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. And they find this and they're just like, oh my God, look how ancient that data. You know what I mean? Like they're just blown away by
Dude,
how old it is.
Yeah, they're going to see 19 anything.
Yeah.
It could be 1999. It's older than fuck. And it's like, oh, fuck, dude. And Jesus was born in 93?
Well, they're probably going to look at it by the time like it gets passed down so long, and they're like, "Oh, well, this don't expire until another 30 years, Dad."
Yeah.
No, dude, that's 1995, not 2095.
Yeah. God.
Oh man,
That's sick. So that expired 2 years and 2 months after my birthday.
yeah. Pretty funny.
Or after the day I was born. Not after my birthday. That is interesting. So when did you find that?
Crystal did yesterday cleaning out the medicine cabinet. She's like, she sent me
just put it in there. Yeah. That's been expired since way before your fucking house was built.
Yeah. I was a kid.
Like, I might use that.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was still living with my parents. We were 2 years away from moving to Charleston, South Carolina. I was still here in Pond Valley.
Damn.
Yeah, that's where this came from.
And that's just moved, dude.
This thing has been from Pond Valley and here in Pensacola. It has moved to Charleston, South Carolina, and back to my dad's house in Perdido to now my house in Cantonment. It's been around.
You know, something that I like, this game the bourbon. This little game that I like to play with myself is I like to put myself in the position as if we were to add a little camera to everything. Like this keg, the cup, the glass, whatever, even this.
Yeah.
You add just a little camera and just see what it sees.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since its conception date in which it was produced.
Yeah.
Or the production date or whatever. And the things that it would have seen is mostly darkness. But every time you open your cabinet doors, like, it's just sitting there. Think of me, Matthew.
For
Think
30
of me.
years, this thing has watched me grow up into
Yeah.
the man I am today. Thank you, Ouchies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Johnson & Johnson, y'all need to get at us, or at Matthew at least, because do they even make that shit anymore?
I have no idea.
What would have been cool is if you were able to find the most recent bottle and then compare the bottles.
I'm going to Google search that.
Yeah, because you can tell. I knew it was old because you can tell the cap of it is like kind of yellowed and discolored a little bit. I don't know if the camera's able to pick that up, but it's definitely.
Oh, dude, as soon as you Google search it, it's the 1993 No More Ouchies commercial.
Oh, dude. I want to know what that looks like.
They don't even make it anymore, man. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at this advertisement. Son of a bitch. You could say 55 cents on it back in the day. Look at
Oh, dude. You're practically stealing it for that price.
I know.
How much did it cost? 60 cents?
that. Shit.
Probably
dude.
$1 or $2.
No More Ouchies.
That's sick. I just knew it was going to. In 2000, I even backed down because I was like, I want to say like, I wanted to say 95.
Yeah.
That was the year I wanted to say, but I was like, no way. No way it's in 19 anything.
Yeah, dude. They don't even make it anymore. Yeah.
Must not have been effective.
Yeah. Or it was too effective, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
You put this on once, and you're good for life. No bugs bite you anymore. We need to sell a cheaper version. Quit making this good stuff.
So in case you guys need to know, it says first aid, antiseptic, anesthetic, pump spray, antiseptic, and anesthetic. So it numbs too. Cool. Okay, perfect. Clean the affected area. Spray a small amount of this product on the area 1 to 3 times daily. May be covered with a sterile bandage, but what was sterile back in the 90s? Not fuck.
Yeah, no kidding.
But let it dry first.
Yeah.
For children under 2 years of age, consult a physician. Quantities. I'm just looking at the ingredients. They got lidocaine in here. Okay, 2.3.
Oh man, off topic. I was looking at the topics that we were going. And if Jerry, if you're still watching, which we know you are, because you're a trooper, and he's like our best critic.
Yeah.
He gives us the feedback like, this is what I like to drink to. This is what I don't. You lost me here. I fast forward. I like this and like that. So for some reason I have in my notes, and I feel like a Jerry moment right now. So I put in here, put Jerry. Music, playing pool, in a titty bar. I don't ever think we talked about playing pool. I think that was one of the things that got brought up at your mom's house. Not this New Year's, but the last time they were in town.
I'm just trying to play pool at a titty bar.
Yeah, no, I have that written.
I feel like that would be the best time.
Yeah,
because you don't have to look at the tits.
And yeah, Exactly.
You're just playing pool.
I have that written in there.
Tits just so happen to be there.
Yeah. And I think he might have been telling us a story like when we were playing like game night or something. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm putting that in there because I need to know more about this. Like, where was that story at? And he's like, got to go?
Yeah, we need to wrap it up in the next 5 minutes. Okay, perfect time.
Football predictions.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit. Do you know the score to the Cleveland Browns and Houston Texans game?
I hope the Browns are just mashing ass.
Actually,
probably not.
No. Yeah. Houston's winning 24-14. Third quarter, 11:27 to go in the third quarter.
Joe Flacco?
Yeah, they can come back.
10 points.
They are playing in Houston, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right. Miami at KC. KC's a 4.5-point favorite with an over/under total of 43.5. I actually bet the under because I think they're going to stick to the run game.
Yeah,
because
you have to.
Getting hit in that negative 30-degree wind chill is going to
trying to catch the ball, turn and run at that moment. In, like I said, I've never played in that type of temperature, but I have been in a freezer, actually, at Winn-Dixie. That was at minus 40.
Yeah.
And, dude, my eyelids started sticking, right? So if you're a receiver and you're, like, running, and Tyreek runs at, like, 27 miles an hour.
Yeah, your eyelids are fucked.
Dude, he's going to turn his wham, just getting nailed in the face with the ball because his eyes are going to be stuck shut, or he's going to start developing like ice crystals around his eye. So dude, to catch the ball in that and to throw the ball in there, your dynamics and stuff like, you know what I mean? It's just off.
How do you mentally prepare for that?
It's all mental. You tell yourself it's not cold. You under your pads, like you can wear thick stuff, but dude, I'm telling you right now, man, when you
put
get
in
out
those
there,
little shaker weights or the shaker thing
for your hands and stuff like that, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
We played in, like I was telling Lance earlier, it was just above freezing one time, and it was pouring down rain. It was the coldest, nastiest game I ever played in my life, and dude, you just block it out. You get your adrenaline and you're into the game, like you're pouring water on your head because you're steaming, and it's you don't even think about it, but. -30, well, what it feels like, dude, that's going to be tough. I mean, you're going to hit the ground and it's going to hurt. It's going to feel like concrete because it's frozen.
Yeah. I want to watch it, but I refuse to sign it for Peacock.
Yeah.
I'm not giving into that fucking behavior.
F you, NFL.
Yeah.
But I'll give
you.
You
do that, especially, and of course they're doing it on the Kansas City game where Taylor Swift is going to be there.
Exactly.
In her heated box, it's going to be 80 degrees.
You're taking away from like, and rich people, great. Congratulations, y'all can afford it. You don't even care. But the lower to middle class, middle lower class, and everything like that, dude, they bank on free stuff like this. And you can have a lower class in Kansas City that can't afford barely what they have now, much less another TV subscription. And not to mention people that already bought the NFL package, they pay hundreds of dollars for all this other stuff, and then now all of a sudden it's just $6 more. What's $6 more? Well,
exactly.
when you're strung out, it's a lot, dude. That's a hamburger or something at McDonald's. I mean,
because the YouTube TV package was like $84.99, and that's just for the TV. And then when you add the Red Zone and then the NFL Sunday Ticket shit, that's an extra $20-30 something a month. And it's like, I don't even need the regular TV shit. Take the $80 shit away.
And not to mention,
and it fucks me.
There's some people out there that have HD antennas, don't even have a cable subscription or a Wi-Fi subscription. They just have power, my TV, an HD, little, it's not bunny ears anymore, but it's like a little receiver. But, and then there you go. That's it. They do the cheapest route, and Fox, ABC, and NBC are all on those free channels. And now all of a sudden you just put on Peacock. It's like, all right, dude, F off.
Because they already with that with Amazings on Prime when they had Thursday Night Football.
Yeah,
exactly. So I was like, well, okay, now they're just trading more bullshit.
And I refuse to do Amazon Prime, and that's a whole nother subject. But, dude, I bought candy one time, and they sent me a fucking brown boot polish kit. And I still have it in the box. I'll bring it on to prove a point. But to answer that, who I want is the Dolphins, who I think will win just because it's home field, and they're
Kansas City because they're used to it.
Yeah. They do have an upper hand in that. But
all right, Green Bay at Dallas. Dallas is a 7-point favorite. I know you're biased, but I know Dallas is going to win that one.
I want Dallas, but dude, we are like 14-0 at home right now. That streak's going to end. Green Bay's 9-1 against us from the last 10 times we've played.
Not the way they're set up though. Not
dude. Who knows?
Oh, that
I think
would be
Dallas is
so
going to come out
nice.
there and just hang an L, man. I want them to win. Trust me, it's my team. Okay. Honestly, I think Green Bay's going to come in and knock them off.
All right. So Rams at Detroit. Detroit's a 3-point favorite.
I think Matthew Stafford's going home and he's going to give them the double middle finger and he's going to walk in and walk out a champion.
Oh, the Rams? No way. All
I'm pulling
right.
for the Rams.
That's sick. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I do think the Rams have more experience in these situations. versus
Exactly.
Detroit.
Yeah. Detroit has, everything to lose because they're walking on thin ice. They're on uncharted territory. They don't know what it's like to win a division championship from the last 30 years, but they do now. Yeah. They haven't been to the playoffs in a long time. They haven't won a playoff game, in like 35 years or whatever. So I think they're going to go out to try and play to not lose the game, and they're not going to win by playing safe. And the Rams are just like, dude, we kind of sucked all year. We barely made it in. We have nothing to lose. We've been here. Let's have some fun. See what happens. And Stafford's going to fucking put up 400 yards passing.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, what about Pittsburgh at Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Yeah, Pittsburgh ain't did shit.
Nah. And Watt is out now, too, so they have no,
Philadelphia at Tampa Bay.
Philly's
only a 2.5 point favorite. That's crazy.
I know, dude. I'm telling you right now.
And Hurts is playing with a broken finger or dislocated or whatever the fuck they classified it as.
He was giving gang signs last damn game.
His finger was his hand was like this, but his middle finger was backwards.
He looked like the little guy off of Scary Movie where it's like, take my hand, take my little hand, take my strong hand.
All right.
Yeah, I think Philly, dude, now that they're in the playoffs, they're going to settle down and be like, hey, they just been kind of like sandbagging and stuff like that. You can see it. But A.J. Brown's out, but do they have so many weapons? And Tampa Bay just fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a 900-degree day and they put Philly in their all-green outfits, their uniforms.
Yeah. Not going to happen, though, because we got a cold front coming through. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, but, yep, that's my predictions. I think Dallas gets knocked off. I don't want to see it, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah. The only thing I disagree with is I think Detroit's going to beat the Rams. That's the only thing because they're playing in Detroit. That's the only thing.
True.
I get what you're saying, but also Noah thinks that the Browns were going to beat the Texans and that the Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins because he thinks there was going to be a rematch between the Browns and the Ravens of Flacco's old team.
Oh, that'd be good.
And then the Browns would beat the Ravens. But
Well, I hope he's right because I was completely wrong about the college national championship. Because,
yeah, I was thinking Washington was going to win that. But
once it went to Michigan, I was all right, Michigan got it. But the thing is, I thought it would be Alabama and Texas in there, and there we go. Shows you what I know. So
yeah,
maybe if I just root, for the other team, my team will win.
Right.
So,
That's all
go,
it
Pack,
goes.
go.
Yeah. All right, guys. So put your game suggestions / predictions / price predictions, whatever, down in the comment section below. Smash the thumbs up button, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast because we got to go cooking, and we're kind of sort of behind. So anyway, see you guys later. Should be good time.
Oh, be high.